you've created, let's say, a nasty comment because somebody that you don't like so much did something, or you just trolled them or something, or you just mistakenly wrote something that you're not proud of, or you created a comment that no longer represents you. What do? Welcome back. Last time I talked to you about the things that happen between the front and the back end. I talked to you about how the front end sends a request to the back end and how the back end sends back a response to the front end. And I promise you that right now I was about to talk about the type of requests that the front end sends to the back end. In the web applications you can think of, they do these things. 4 things happen. Imagine if we start with no data in the database, what do we need to do to eventually have data? When you sign up, that eventually results in new piece of data, a new piece of record being created in the database. So the first type of request is called a create request. The front end sends a request with an intention of creating data on the database. Now, there are data in the database, and we want that data to basically be presented, to be shown on the front end. So the second type of request is what we call a read request, aka you're saying, hey, backend, I want you to go into the database and grab this type of information and send it back to me. So the front end is sending a read request. And then there's another request. Think about when you go onto your profile and let's say you've made a comment and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I made a typo there. You want to pretty much change what's already existing in the database. It's like you want to update this information that already exists. So when you want to edit your profile, when you want to edit your comment, whatever you want to edit, when you start editing, then you hit submit, confirm or save or whatever. What the front end is doing is making an update request to the back end. Of course, to update something, you kind of gotta have what you're updating it with. So you're saying, hey, take this information and go update what's already in the database. So the update request grabs the new information, goes in the database, finds the old information, updates it, and sends you the new updated information or says everything is good to go. The fourth request type that happens, I want you to guess it. Think about it. You've created, let's say, a nasty comment because somebody that you don't like so much did something, or you just trolled them or something, or you just mistakenly wrote something that you're not proud of, or you created a comment that no longer represents you. What do? Of course, you want to delete it. You want to remove it from the world, right? When you say delete this thing, you're basically telling the front end that you want to make a request to the back end to go find that information and get rid of it. And once it gets rid of it, what happens is maybe the front end refreshes or whatever, and then you can't see it no more. So those are the 4 types of requests that the front end sends to the back end in every and any full stack web application that you can think of. I'll recap again. There is a create request, there is a read request, there is an update request, and there is a delete request. And if you want to be really, really cool and fancy, don't say create, read, update, delete. Create, C, read, there is that R, and update, there is that U, and that D for delete. So CRUD. There's a CRUD operation going on. Create, read, update, delete. Next time, we're gonna look beyond what those request names are, and we're gonna look at the terminology that we use to associate what the request type is and what really the machine understands. So create is an intention. To read is an intention. To update is an intention. To delete, that's an intention. But what do we actually tell the computer? That's what I'm gonna come back and talk to you about. And until next time, peace.